No, because hard pause. What do you mean when you woke up he was on top of you smelling your breath? At the very moment where I thought I heard it all, these submissions are proving me wrong. And before I get started, if you're interested in submitting your story or you have something you want me to decode, head to youra.tech, scroll to the bottom of the homepage. You're going to see a box that says submissions, and you'll see it says submissions for your stories, etc. Also, in any one of my platforms, you can click the link in the bio and it will take you there as well. Now, without further ado, let me go ahead and read this story to y'all, and then we gonna break it down. Y'all excuse the noise. I have company, and he is on TikTok, so, you know, we ain't gonna interrupt that. Now, it says, yeah, I don't know how to explain this without sounding crazy, but I feel like my partner is draining me. Ever since we've been together, I'm tired all the time. My motivation is gone. I used to be creative, happy, excited about life. Now I just feel heavy. What's scary is he doesn't do anything obvious. He's not abusive, he's not mean, but every time I'm around him, I feel weaker. And every time I try to pull away, he clings harder. One night I woke up out of my sleep, and he was leaning over me, smelling my breath. When I asked him what he was doing, he laughed it off and said he was just checking if I was okay. It didn't feel like concern, it felt invasive. Now here's the thing. A lot of people will hear this and be like, you know, it is weird, but it's probably harmless. That is where I differ, because to me, that is confirmation. This is where people misunderstand where energy vampirism comes from, what it actually looks like. It's not always dramatic, and it's not always intentional. It's not going to reflect what the movies look like. Now, on the surface, it looked like he was smelling her breath, as weird as that shit sounds. But what was happening energetically is what you gotta ask. He was checking her life force and or trying to suck it out. Your breath is tied to your nervous system, your vitality, your very presence. This is why breath work is so important. This is why when you get anxiety, your breathing is affected. This is why sleep is the most vulnerable state. You ain't checking nobody's breath when they sleep unless you tapped into something deeper or unless you got some weird ass fetish. Even in that case, what's going on? Now the thing is, there's a lot of energy drainers that don't know what they're doing. And then on the other hand, you have a lot of them that absolutely know what they're doing. Either way it goes, these energy vampires, they have a feeling of emptiness. They feel disconnected. They feel drained themselves, which is why they have to feed off of others. It's like they depleted. Instead of learning how to generate their own energy, what they gonna do? Attached to somebody who naturally has it. Some people don't actually love you, and that shit is a hard pill to swallow. Like, you are what they need to survive. What exactly stood out to y'all in this story? Because I'm gonna tell y'all what stood out to me. Every single time she needed rest, he needed attention. Sure sign. Every time she pulled back, he pulled closer. Invasive like. Every time she felt low, that's when he felt calm. That's what you call energetic compensation. Not everybody that drains you is evil. Like I said, some people don't even realize they doing it. Everybody who drains you is unsafe for your growth, whether they know it or whether they don't. If somebody only feels stable when you're depleted, they're not aligned to your expansion. Anybody who benefits from you being tired and depleted, they're not on your team for real. Now let's talk about something else important. Why is the universe reflecting this situation back to her in the first place? Because to be honest, the underlying energy isn't he's doing something to me. Y'all tell me what the underlying energy here is. This is more so one of those things where you gotta read between the lines. I sense is a bit of over-giving, over-accommodating, ignoring self, ignoring her body. So the universe just said, okay, let me show you what happens when you keep ignoring yourself, when you keep abandoning yourself, you keep shrinking yourself. Her body knew before her mind caught up. This is why she had a loss of joy, fatigue, brain fog, and anything else that she described or didn't describe. This shouldn't be considered punishment, because we're going to call it what it is. Feedback. Like I spoke about in my video about karma and it not being real, the universe is just mirroring or reflecting back to you how you feel about yourself or the underlying energy that you're sitting in. Not every attachment is love. Some of them are survival. If your body feels weaker around somebody, maybe you should pay attention. Energy vampires do not always look dark. Most of the time they look familiar though. Your exhaustion is the information. That's what you need to know. If being with somebody slowly makes you feel like you're losing yourself, That's not love, that's consumption. They're feeding off of you. Trust your body, it knows before you do. I want to say thank you to the person that submitted this story. I hope you got something out of this and everybody else that's listening. Y'all get in them comments and let me know your thoughts. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.